You know, I'm not even a member of the Corrections Committee, but I do represent a lot of corrections officers. I have 7 correctional facilities in my Senate district, and I've been in and out of them a lot over the years, both as a senator and prior to that in the Assembly. And the consistent drumbeat that I've heard over the years, and especially since the passage and implementation of the HALT Act, about the concerns for their safety and the statistics and the stories and the injuries that I've seen to our corrections officers and staff, our employees, is astounding to me. To the point, again, and I apologize to sound like a broken record, but it's important. We're talking about people's lives and safety in a dangerous job. These folks violated the Taylor Act and took a 2-day-for-one penalty, and then on top of, under law, for violating that act by going out on an illegal strike. And then on top of that had its own employer and state government and the executive turn on it and retaliate and pile on with unnecessary and beyond what's required in the law punishments. Where thousands of COs left because they're concerned about their safety. And this was the first strike since 1979. It lasted 22 days. It is literally unprecedented in our state's history. It is certainly the most significant incident that's happened in corrections in the state since the riots at Attica. And we've been talking about it, and we're spending $100 million a month, according to the governor's budget office, on untrained, unqualified National Guard people instead of rehiring COs. And they're still working 12-hour shifts on and off and no end in sight. The staffing levels haven't gotten any better. I wonder why. And we've talked about it in the budget. We've had hostile amendments on it. No one in this chamber can be unaware of the failure of our correctional system right now, where inmate-on-inmate assaults have doubled in the last couple of years, inmate-on-staff have doubled in the last couple of years, and this bill, who's against investigating and holding people accountable for sexual assaults in prison? But it doesn't go far enough because it addresses part of the problem. It talks about inmate-on-inmate assaults, but it ignores inmate on COs and staff. And to bring this bill forward in the context of what's going on today in 2025 with all these prison safety issues and strikes and unprecedented problems in corrections, it just astounds me the majority's continued stubborn indifference to, and if not outright disregard for the safety of our COs and civilian staff is just deeply disturbing to me.